teenagers. They are in for another treat this season. Another season of Dawson's Creek. That's right. It's coming back to the WB with all new episodes this Wednesday. And joining us from the real-life Cape Side, Wilmington, North Carolina, two of the show stars, Joshua Jackson and Katie Holmes. Welcome to you both.
Buongiorno.
Josh, the first thing that stands out is your haircut. It's short. You weren't worried about
it's getting longer.
It is getting
even longer. Yeah, than some of the clips we showed before. Aren't you worried about the Felicity curse with that new hairstyle?
I think that was... No, never mind.
I'm not really too worried. Truthfully, I think it's a little silly to blame any woes that Felicity is having on a haircut. I'd like to believe, and maybe I'm just fooling myself, that what we're doing has more to do with what we're doing than the
You're
cut of
totally
our
fooling
hair.
yourself.
I'm fooling myself.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Now, Katie, your character, Joey, and Josh's character, Pacey, had a pretty hot summer romance, right, over the last few episodes, and now you're kind of trying to patch things up with Dawson, but maybe not. Which guy are you going to pick?
Well, I just want to, keep them both wanting.
Exactly. She's keeping all the doors open. She doesn't want to make any choices in this country.
Yeah, no. We did go on our 3-month cruise, and now it's...
That's right. Help a brother out. Come on now.
What?
What?
No, we do have to deal with the fact that Dawson is in Cape Side, and so are we, and we do want to make it somewhat comfortable, and he is my best friend, so it's very awkward in the first couple of moments of being back, and we're trying to understand what it means to be a couple, and so I don't think I like Dawson anymore.
Okay.
I really don't, but maybe part of me.
All right, well, too bad for Dawson there, poor old Dawson. I want to talk, both of you have had terrific movie careers as well. Katie in Wonder Boys with Michael Douglas, and Josh, we're also showing some footage of your movie, The Skulls. Just a couple minutes ago, we were talking with our media guy about everybody beating up on Hollywood right now about violence in movies. Josh, do you have any thoughts on that?
I have many thoughts on that. I mean, first off, right now, what you were talking about beforehand was people criticizing network television for showing R-rated movies during family hour, right? I was only catching a piece of it, but that's what you were talking about?
Part of the argument that they're letting little kids in to test these more grown-up movies.
Right, okay. And then also just that Hollywood doesn't bear any responsibility for the violence that it puts on television, right? The whole V-chip argument. Right. Well, it's my estimation that any censorship, really, is bad. When you create a subject that's taboo for somebody, you make it necessarily more enticing to them. So if you want to teach your children how to deal with violent images, I think you should teach your children how to deal with violent images. But if you want to talk about network television where you can use racial slurs or use derogatory terms for women, but you can't show any sort of sexual proclivity between two adults, I mean, this is ridiculous. So if you want to talk on the same hand, letting children in to watch violent movies, you're showing them, I don't know, what is it, like 50,000 violent images before the age they're 8 or whatever that number is. And here we are on Fox News Watch, and Fox has violent programming. I mean, you have all that reality TV, but I don't see that being yanked off the airwaves out of some, there's moral ambiguity here because, well, that makes a lot of money. So I think it's intensely hypocritical for people to be chastising Hollywood for, on the one hand, presenting violent images to children, letting them into test screenings, but on the other hand, advertising dollars.
All right. Well, Joshua Jackson and Katie Holmes, want to thank you both for being here. We can check you out in Dawson's Creek on Wednesday nights, and also, I'm sure, in plenty of movies upcoming. Thank you both for being here.
Bet that's not how you expected to end the interview, huh?
No, we're out of time. We're out of time. I wish I had more time to ask you more about the show. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Straight ahead.